That's me. Very quick. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Kyle. But yeah, like you said, I'm Ryan Leonard. Work for New York Life insurance agent of the group, as you heard just a minute ago. But today I'll share a little bit about me and also I'll look into what it looks like to work with me when you're getting life insurance with us. So, yeah, I guess to start, um, uh, about me. So yeah, just a few pictures from like the last, I don't know, year or so. This is my fiance and I, Adriana, at the top left. One of our engagement pictures. Like Kyle said, we're getting married in just like 3 weeks now. So that's crazy to think about, actually. Below that, me and the guys, those are my roommates throughout college. Just known them for many years. And then Kyle and I, more recently, and Caleb, ran the Amway Riverbank run too. So that was something recent that we did. Just like staying active. Um, and then that's me at the golf range, first range session of the year. It was questionable, but got to work out the kinks. And that's me in action. At I guess a women's expo for New York Life. Just talking to people, getting to know people's situations, and just kind of put our brand out there. So, but moving on to work, what is it that I do? So, life insurance, of course, is big picture what I do, but more specifically, help families make sure their income and lifestyle are protected. God forbid the worst happens, which we hope it doesn't, but it's inevitable. So, how are they going to prepare? And that's what we help with too. So we can design life insurance strategies that replace income, eliminate debt, and fund children's education. And all these strategies can look a little bit different for everybody. Everybody's got a different situation, different goals. We could also work with business owners, protect owners with buy-sell agreements, key person insurance. Maybe they rely heavily on that one person for a lot of their revenue. Who do they want to protect? And also create tax-efficient strategies that play a role in your long-term financial plan as well. So let's see. Yeah. So moving on to more of what it looks like to work with me. This is a diagram that we have on our, I guess, what would that be, like client interface, I guess, guide me. And it just kind of shows the process of what it really does look like. So somebody comes into my office and says, I'm looking for life insurance. It's not just going to be like, okay, here you go. Here's a term policy or here's a whole life policy. It's getting to understand the individual and their situation. So start out by thinking about their goals. Where are they at right now? Where do they want to be moving forward? Short-term goals, long-term goals, and how can we put together a strategy that is best tailored to them? So that's really how it starts, is just fact finder, getting to know their situation. And from there, prioritize them. Is there anything that's more important than the others? Maybe there's a short-term goal that's more pressing than that long-term goal down the road. And after that, that's when we'll develop a strategy. So what kind of policies will suit that situation best? How can we, make this the most efficient as possible with having your full financial picture in mind? And finally, reviewing your progress. So after we put those policies in place, we can set up meetings however often you like to just go over what it is that you put in place. Is there anything changing? Do we need to add anything, take away anything? What that looks like. So more specifically into this fact finder that we might do, I created my own profile in here just to kind of give an example of, I guess, a client who would come in and talk with me. So there's a lot of categories that we look at when getting to know somebody's situation. You can see the first one here would be home. So right now I'm renting, but if you were to own a home, perhaps the rest of the mortgage would be on that. But right now, I mean, my rent, I guess, is up there. So if I pass away, or Adriana, I guess, would be covered in a sense for a year of rent or something. Education, do you want to fund your children's education? If so, how much and by what time? That can play a role into the kind of life insurance that we get you. Obligations, what kind of debts do you have? Liabilities, do you have a savings fund that you would like to maintain? Income, so what do you make? How many years would you like to replace that for your beneficiaries? So if you make 100,000, you want 10 years of income replacement? Do you want 20 years of income replacement? Right up there, I have 1 year for me. I'm just kidding. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's 2 million. Legacy. Who do you want to leave money to? Do you want to leave money to family? Do you want to leave money to charities? Just all these things being taken into consideration. Existing assets. Do you have a savings account that if you pass away, you'd like to maintain? And finally, existing coverage. What do you already have, if anything? So all these things, they play a role into the kind of solutions that we would give you. And it's not just a one policy fits all. This could be a combination of 10-year policies, 20-year policies, whole life, variable universal life. There's a whole lot of options. And, going back to the goals, it all depends on what it is that you're working towards. So, if it's building a legacy, maybe you have a whole life policy that lasts your entire life and builds that up for your kids and grandkids. And when you move to, I guess, the next part of our fact finder, it'll spit out a graph. Actually, I think this graph might come before it, that kind of shows your needs and how they evolve over time. So you can see, I guess my needs start around 20 million, according to this, but they go down gradually because you're not going to need, or not 20 million, sorry, 2 million. That would be cool. But they get lower over time because, maybe you're paying more of your house off. You don't need as much life insurance to pay off the rest of your house. Maybe you have credit cards that you've been paying off for a while. You don't need as much. So say 10 years from now, it looks like my needs might be a little over 1 million. And then from there on out, it looks like they stay at around 500,000. So that's just to kind of give you a visual representation of how your needs are changing over the course of, I guess, your life. And, just because this thing says that you need 2 million or need 1 million at age 33, there's certainly a lot of plugging and playing that can go on with this. You can change something up, and really just tailor it. It's not set in stone. So, but yeah, I guess that's really all I had for my presentation. I just want to give you a quick sneak peek at what it looks like to work with me, what kind of questions that we ask, what kind of things that we're thinking about when putting together your life insurance plan, and how it plays a role into your financial plan as well. So yeah, I guess with that is what I got for you. So thank you.